Hey guys, welcome back to the theory lesson series. In this video we're going to play and say all of our sharp scales, and we're going to do that ascending and descending with one particular major scale pattern that we looked at in the previous video, the finger 2 major scale pattern, which I'll review in a second. And we're going to do this in an order that will reflect the circle of fifths, if you've ever heard that term before. Just a pie chart that arranges the keys in a way that it demonstrates how what their most closely related neighbors are. So as you go around the circle of fifths, each key is changing by only one note. So we're going to play this going from 0 sharps to 1 sharp to 2 sharps to 3 sharps, so on and so forth. So just to review the finger 2 major scale pattern, I'm starting here on string 5 fret 3 in one position. It's going to be 2 4 1 2 4 1 3 4. Alright, if you need a more in-depth look at that, go back to the previous video where we looked at the different major scale patterns. So we're going to go through this in that circle of fifths pattern, and what that's going to look like on the guitar, it's going to be a repeated sequence as far as how we transition from one key to the next. So I'm starting on string 5 fret 3. This is going to be key of C major. Then I'm going to jump up to the 6th string on the same fret, string 6 fret 3. That's going to be G major, which will have 1 sharp. From here we're going to jump up 2 frets and back to the 5th string, which is going to be D major, string 5 fret 5, which has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. And then jump to the 6th string, A major, which has 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. And that pattern is going to continue. We jump up 2 frets, back to the 5th string, key of E major, jump to the 6th string, B major, up 2, back to the 5th string, F sharp major, to the 6th string, C sharp major. So we're playing it in order of increasing sharps. That's it. We're going to jump right in. We're going to go straight through them. I'm just going to call them out. Call the notes out loud. Ascending and descending is a great thing to do for getting more comfortable with your keys, being able to understand which notes are altered inside of each scale, sharp or flatted. We'll do flats in the next video. Learning notes on the guitar if that's something that you need help with, or even just as a refresher. So let's jump right in with key of C major. We'll play one note at a time, ascending and descending, and I'll call the notes out loud. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Jump our root to the 6th string, key of G major, 1 sharp, which is F sharp. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, excuse me, E, D, C, B, A, G. Jump up 2 frets, back to the 5th string, key of D major, 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D. Jump to string 6, key of A major, 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A. Jump up 2 frets, back to the 5th string, key of E major, 4 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, D sharp, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, E. Jump to the 6th string, key of B major, 5 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E, D sharp, C sharp, B. Jump up 2 frets back to the 5th string, key of F sharp major, 6 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and E sharp. Woo. F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, E sharp, D sharp, C sharp, B, A sharp, G sharp, F sharp. And then jumping to the 6th string, key of C sharp major. A nice trick to remembering F sharp and C sharp. Well, C has key of C major has no sharps, no flats. Key of C sharp major has 7 sharps, and key of C flat major has 7 flats. And then you have F sharp and G flat, which are 6 sharp, 6 flats. It's kind of a little spot to remember. Not super common keys on the guitar, but either way, good to run over. All 7 sharps for key of C sharp. Here we go. C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp, B sharp, A sharp, excuse me, G sharp, F sharp, E sharp, D sharp, and C sharp. So if you want to hear that sound of the circle of 5ths movement, that root movement, that's a great way to practice your scales. Depending on where you're at with it, take your time. If you're already comfortable with a lot of the keys, but maybe some of them are a little trickier to remember, then that's where you start. And just make sure that you're comfortable with that major scale pattern before you start going through it. So the way to think about this, if you're not familiar with the keys, would be to use that major scale pattern. Trust that the scale pattern that you're playing in your left hand is going to set everything up correctly for you as long as you're doing it right. But use your whole step, half step pattern. So if you're starting on B and you're jumping up a whole step, it's C sharp, and then another whole step, D sharp, and then a half step, E. So you're practicing constructing the major scales in your head as you're playing, as opposed to like writing it down or something. Let me know if you have any questions about that, guys. That's a lot of material. It's just getting more familiar with your keys, learning notes on the guitar, lots of things that you can do with it. So hope you get a lot out of it. See you in the next video. We'll look at the flats.